Uh-huh. Left, side to side. If you want to do it, then we're going to do it. Don't be shy. Come on and...
NFC. NFC East. I'm going with the Giants. Crazy. Just saying. I believe in Eli. Crazy. No, I can't pick Washington. I can't pick, damn sure can't pick Dallas. You want to go to the next division?
No. No.
I guess Giants by default. It's going to come down to the Giants and the Cowboys playing for that last spot. As usual. Yeah. Giants 1. Redskins 2. I think Redskins. I'm gonna pick the Redskins. I'm gonna pick the Redskins as my wild. Eagles 3. Okay. And Dallas last. Dallas last. I like that. All right. The NFC North. I'm picking Green Bay. Ooh. Now I was tight. Because this is gonna be a tough one because this is a tough conference to call because you got so many good teams in the NFC. Or in the overall general, it's hard to pick two that's gonna make it out. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta go with I'm gonna go with Green Bay. I want to go with either Washington or Chicago as one of those wild cards. NFC North, or AKA the NFC North, is gonna be coming out of that one. Green Bay is gonna win the division, but I think Chicago is gonna be number 2. Right. Detroit is going to be number 3. And Minnesota's going to be number 4. Well, see, that's a tough division. That's a tough division to call because all of those teams, like I said, easily three of those teams could have went to the playoffs last year. I mean, Chicago they went 10-6 or something. Yeah. They missed the playoffs by the skin of their teeth. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good division. I'm gonna go Chicago second. I might go Minnesota third. In Detroit, but I think Detroit they'll win a lot more games. I think they will. You know what I'm saying? Matthew Stafford, that's my quarterback. Yeah, the bomber. Yeah, you know. But and they got Reggie Bush too. You got Reggie. I mean, their defense is still kind of shoddy as usual. I don't think they picked up any. They got that boy that they drafted, Hansa, whatever his name is. So, another N pass rush. Yeah, they took to take Cliff Averill. So who's he playing for? Averill. Yeah, Seattle. Yeah. And NFC South, our favorite division. I don't even know how to ask you who you number 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, obviously we're gonna pick the Saints. Both of us gonna pick the Saints to win that division. I think by a landslide. No, I'm just kidding. I think we'll win it. I think we'll win it by 2 games. Yeah. I think Atlanta. You know what? It's gonna shock you. I think Atlanta, with them playing the first place schedule, I think they're gonna take a step back. They can get there. I think Carolina is gonna be second. I think I'm picking the Saints, Carolina, Tampa, then Atlanta. Really? Yeah, I'm thinking Atlanta. Atlanta's playing the first place schedule. I think Atlanta's going to take a big step back. Because if you look at it, last year they didn't have a first place. The Saints had the first place schedule because the Saints won the division last year. One year before last. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? So last year Atlanta didn't have a first place schedule. We had the first place schedule, and we went 7-9. So I think Atlanta they gonna go. They got to play Green Bay. They got to play San Francisco. They got to play. The AFC, they got to play the Patriots. I mean, it's gonna be rough on them. Yeah, and we went 7-9 without a head coach. What's that tell you? You're right, exactly. Yeah. So I'm doing that. Okay. Now, go ahead, you make your assessment. No, I was gonna say actually I was gonna put Carolina number 2. Yeah. I was gonna put Atlanta number 3, and Tampa still 4. And they'd be interested to see if Gary Graciano keeps his job. I think he will. I mean, they brought in a lot of people. They spent a lot of money. So did they spend a lot of money with the other dude? With Gruden? Yeah. Oh, I mean, Raheem Morris? Yeah. I don't think they did. Because, they didn't really bring no splash. But they fired him after 2 years, though. Was it 2 years? Yeah. Well, just Graciano, this is his 3rd year, right? We'll see what happens. Yeah. They got Reeves Island. They got Reeves Island. Right. You see what happened? They got Golston. They drafted that. They got that boy Mark Barron. I mean, they trying to show up that defense because they pass defense was horrible last year. I think me and you could have went there and ran roughshod on them boys. Me, you, Preston, Farron, Jared, Ryan. Yeah. You know, link. I think we all could have just
ran roughshod on him.
Just would have did our did the damn thing. All right, last but not least, the NFC West. Now I was splitting hairs with this one, splitting hairs, but the hatred that I have for the 49ers, I can't pick them. So I want to see.
I second that notion.
Seattle.
But Seattle. Number 2 is gonna be St. Louis.
Oh wow.
Number 2 is gonna be St. Louis.
I like that. That's bold.
Yeah.
I like that bold.
Yeah. St. Louis is gonna be number 2. Number 3 is gonna be San Francisco.
So you think they gonna take a big step?
Yeah, I think they will. Even though I think Colin Kaepernick is gonna have a phenomenal year. But like I said, they're gonna be playing the first place schedule also. Yeah. So I think. Well, excuse me, rephrase that. With Colin Kaepernick, I think he's gonna show that he belongs in this league. Mm-hmm. For the preseason game I watched, he looked great.
Which one?
Yesterday.
Well, he started off bad, but he.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's the thing with him. He'll start off slow, but once he starts going, it's hard to stop. He didn't do any read option, which is good. But like I said, and he still throws a rocket pass.
The only concern I got for the 49ers is the receivers. You know, Manningham is out, Crabtree is out. All they got is Bolden. And they got a bunch of young guys. So
and they got my boy Vernon.
And got
Vernon. I hope and pray does good this year.
Yes, he does. But what I will say, and I did get this tidbit from a reliable source, my boy Jared. Talked to Jared last week, and
G.
Yeah, G. Wow. Yeah, man. Me and G was at the house watching the game.
Okay.
Right. And he brought up a good point, man. One of the other guys that was at the house watching the game, we was talking trash. He a 49er fan.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, Tommy, 49er fan. You know he got concussions and shit. So he was talking crap about the Saints garbage and 49ers #1 team. Jared brought up a good point. Y'all gotta be number one. Y'all gotta be good right now. Because when y'all sucked, y'all was in the lottery every damn year. So every pick that y'all had was a lottery pick. Every pick. Now you look at it. Now y'all, you know, I'm a statistician myself. My boy right here, he's a statistician. If you look back, the Mike Singletary years, even before that,
Mike Nolan
years, all of them players are still there. You might have a couple of them that left, but a lot of those players, you know, we don't have to name them. Patrick Willis, you know what I'm saying? That boy Vernon Davis. You can go down the line. They got a good player every year. So if you was not good after 5 years and drafting like in the top 10, what's your use?
And how many different coordinators did Alex Smith have when he was there?
About 5.
About 5
every year.
Every year.
Every year he had a different coordinator. So you know what I'm saying? So you know that's my shout out. My boy G, he said he watched the show, so he wanted to give him a shout out.
What's up.
Yeah, so I said I want to give him Big G a shout out for that one. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even think about that. You know what I'm saying? Me and him was cracking up about that. You know what I'm saying? Like the old back in the old days, man. But so I'm gonna go with Seattle. I don't think the Rams gonna be. I think the Rams will be 3rd. I'm gonna pick San Francisco 2nd because see, San Francisco proved to me last year that with them playing with a #1 schedule, they can play. They can ball out. They still got the best defense next to Seattle. They still got the best defense in the league. So that's going to keep them in a lot of games. Now, like I said, the only concern I don't have no concerns with Seattle. I think Seattle, they got the receivers. They good from top to bottom, special teams, everything. So I think they're going to be good. But I think the only weakness the 49ers have is the receivers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't, you got Bolden, which is solid. Bolden is a solid player. I even like Arizona, but I think Arizona's going to win more games. You know what I'm saying? Carson Palmer, we got Fitzgerald, fantasy football. To throw to. So I think that they're going to do a lot better, but I just think that Seattle, hands down, is going to be. You know what I'm saying? Okay. They might win it by maybe 2 games, 1 or 2 games.
I think the only thing that'll really be holding Seattle back is Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll. I don't, granted, he got Seattle to the playoffs his first year. Yeah. Even though they went 7-9. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. But I think he took a step back the year after that, right?
Yeah.
And then they drafted Russell Wilson.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? And the rest is history. But I just like what St. Louis is doing. Because you remember, San Francisco was big and bad. But St. Louis was punching. St.
Louis beat them. They had the best record in the
They beat them once and they tied them the last game of the season.
They had the best
record. No,
record.
Second game, because they lost to Seattle last game of the season. Yeah. So, like I said, Seattle, they coming. I mean, yeah, they lost Steven Jackson, but they got some talent. I mean, Stan Bradford's finally gonna step up.
Yeah, they got him a weapon.
Yeah, they got a couple Tavon Austin, and I think they got him a tight end.
Yeah, I think they got Delaney. Was it Delaney Walker?
I think so. Yeah. So, I think they don't have Jared Cook.
No, Jared Cook went to Tennessee.
Yeah, right.
That's what I got.
But like I said, I think St. Louis is poised for a big year.
Yeah, I think if they play their cards right, Jeff Fisher handles business, I think that they'll be good. But like I said, Seattle, that's a tough division.
Yeah, it is a tough division.
That's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like the NFC North. You know what I'm saying? That's just a tough division.
But see, stop it right there. Let's get one thing straight. Of course, thank you, I appreciate it. The NFC period is the toughest conference.
It's a tougher conference.
Yeah, you're going to get teams with multi-losses, but you're going to get teams that want to go. That's like, NFC is like the SEC to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you got tough teams in the NFC East. Knockdown, drag-out fights. Right. Don't let the record fool you. NFC North, tough knockdown. NFC West, tough knockdown. NFC South, definitely tough knockdown. I mean, you think about the last 4 years, there's always been one team from the NFC South to go deep into the playoffs.
True.
You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't us, it was the Falcons. If it wasn't the Falcons, it was us.
Right.
A lot of times it was us. But there's always you always got Atlanta and you got us. But at the same time, you can't count Carolina out. Because when you got a talent like Steve Smith and a quarterback like Cam Newton throwing him the ball, Cam Newton scares me. Because the simple fact, the dude will not hesitate to run and he can throw. Josh Freeman, I think, once he gets his head out the clouds, he'll be a great quarterback. I mean, he's a big, solid dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That can throw the rock, and he got Vincent Jackson throwing to him. So, you know, NFC top to bottom NFC is the best conference. AFC, I ain't taking nothing away from the AFC, but it just seems like
you'd be hard pressed.
Yeah,
you'd be hard pressed to name at least 10 good teams in the AFC.
Put
you know what I'm saying?
The Patriots in any one of those divisions in the NFC.
And they ain't finishing.
You will not have that type of dominance. I mean, I think, don't get me wrong, I take nothing away from the Patriots, but I think they benefit from playing in an easy division.
Yeah.
Easy division.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Easy division. The only division in the AFC I could count on is
the AFC North.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but that's about it.
Yeah. All right. Now, wild cards. Wild card. I got San Francisco and Chicago.
Really? It's a wild card?
Yeah. Because I got Seattle and I got Green Bay winning their division, so I do 2 wild cards.
You know, I'm gonna say Chicago. Mm-hmm. Chicago and Atlanta gonna be a wild card. I think Atlanta's gonna back into the playoffs because, like I said, they're gonna be playing a first place schedule, so it's gonna be tough for them. Right. It's gonna be real tough for them.
All right. So, all right. And now we're gonna do a new spotlight on the show. We'll go back to the Super Bowl projections and all that good stuff. A lot of people probably should know who it's gonna be anyway. But we're gonna do our fantasy matchup of the week. So we gonna look through the schedule. You know, we just telling you, we don't have a matchup yet. I mean, obviously, when we start our season, which is next week, you know, our premiere show next week, when we pick our games, we gonna have a matchup. So who has the better record? Obviously, we can't do it in week 1 because we don't know. So we can pretty much say everybody is gonna be the matchup of the week. You know what I'm saying? But we look at it, see who has the best players playing against who, and then we just.
I tell you, that schedule maker though, boy, he did a damn good job on the schedule.
If you want, yeah. I bet you wish your arm was long enough to pat yourself on the back. Anyway, but yeah, so we're gonna do a fantasy spotlight game of the week. Then we're gonna do a fantasy player of the week. So that's easy. Go through, see who had the highest most points, put them on there.
But see, yeah, they say numbers never lie, but they don't tell the whole truth either. You know what I'm saying? So, but
true that, because you know what? I got a trivia for you. Who you think was the highest quarterback? Who had the most fantasy points in quarterback?
Drew Brees.
Okay, well, I kind of set you up for that one. Yeah. Drew Brees. Drew Brees. No, y'all can't see him. But Drew Brees was the top fantasy quarterback.
I mean, he threw for 5,000 yards.
Right. But see, a lot of people, like a lot of, ESPN and all them, they would think it would be Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, somebody like that. But if Drew Brees was the #1 fantasy football quarterback, but if you look at the fantasy football sheet, he's #3. Rodgers and Brady's ahead of him.
Course.
You know what I'm saying? So you know what? That's
and it's funny because I mean, Rodgers got 1 Super Bowl ring too. And they backed into the playoffs.
They backed into the playoffs, and then another thing is they've been one and done. The past after they won the Super Bowl, they went one and done.
Say what?
Remember the first? They went 15 and 1 Super Bowl.
One and done.
One and done.
Really?
No
shit.
One and done. At least when the Saints went to the
we
playoffs,
steamrolled, except for Minnesota, but we steamrolled the Cardinals.
Well, no, not saying that. Not saying that. I'm talking about not the year they won the Super Bowl. I'm talking about the next year. Obviously, we lost to Seattle, but then the next year after that, we had a better team and we won a playoff game.
True.
See, they won the Super Bowl and they ain't won a playoff game yet.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing. Like, if you want to give people credit, it's all good, but just make sure it's talking to them.
The only quarterback to ever throw for 5,000 yards
Three times.
Three times, yeah. Twice consecutively.
Right. But like I said, we
broke Dan Marino's record twice.
Right, yeah. But see, like I said, though, they don't see that. Let's do our Super Bowl picks real quick, and then we got a new award that we're gonna give out. My Super Bowl pick is obviously gonna be the Saints versus the Broncos.
I don't know why. My Super Bowl prediction is gonna be the Saints versus Houston. I think Houston gets over the hump this year. And it's going to be the battle for I-10. I'm calling it again. Battle for I-10.
I like Houston. I think Houston will be in championship. I think they'll play against Denver.
But I will say this. Super Bowl will not be played in New York. In New Jersey. It will not. Okay. It will not.
All right. But
guarantee you they're going to change it.
They better. Because it's going to be cold. Last but not least, we got a new award that we're going to give out.
Every week.
It's going to be a weekly award for coaches, assistant coaches, ball boys, referees.
Multiple people can win this award.
Multiple people can win this award. It's the Aaron Hernandez Award.
Yes.
For hyphenated the dumbass of the week.
Yeah. AKA the donkey.
The donkey of the day.
Yeah. The
donkey of the week.
Yeah, the donkey of the week.
Yeah. And like I said, we want to give a special shout out to Rex Ryan.
Yes.
He is the first winner. Congratulations, Rex.
Congratulations.
He's the first winner of the donkey of the week. Aaron Hernandez.
You're witnessing a meltdown in progress. I don't think he might not even last a year. Wow. He might not even last a year. The thing is, you got a quarterback that you paid $8 million to. All right. How many quarterbacks do you have on your roster? You got more than two.
They got McElroy and
they still got McElroy?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Why wasn't McElroy in the fourth quarter? You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I think it's a conspiracy theory. Because I really think that they really Rex Mark Sanchez is Rex's guy. That's who you drafted. That's who he drafted in the first. Remember, he drafted him in the first.
I don't think he was his guy no more. After the butt fumble, I don't think that he was his guy anymore. I don't think that he was that guy anymore.
Too.
Yeah.
Well, you're right. I think something happened where Rex is trying to get this guy. Either he's trying to get him hurt because why is your starting quarterback in the game in the fourth?
I don't know what his contract set up at, like, but if he's hurt, you don't get paid if you're hurt.
Right. So I don't know what they're gonna do, but like I said, Rex Ryan is the Aaron Hernandez winner for this week.
You put a quarterback out there, first string quarterback out there with second and third string offensive line.
He's bound to get hurt. Something gonna happen.
Something is bound to happen, and he hurt his shoulder. Throwing shoulder.
And like, look, I said, it's just another quick note too with the Bills. That why this division is keep getting held back. You got EJ Manuel got a injury, knee injury. Kevin Kyle got another concussion, which I think is career ending.
Yeah.
Then they signed Matt Leinart. I think New England. I'm gonna go out and say it. I think New England's gonna win this game. I don't think they're gonna lose a game in the division.
They're going to win the division by default.
I think they're going to win the division
by
week 6.
Yeah, they're going to have the division wrapped up by week 4.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So, like I said, but that's our show. Like I said, this is season premiere.
The only person that might challenge Miami. I like Tannehill.
I like Tannehill, but the only thing is
defense.
No, the defense should be better, but I just think that Mike Wallace got to be healthy. You got to have a good running game. You know what I'm saying? You know, because you with New England. And it's something that I noticed with Miami when they had Reggie. They had a lead. Miami had a lead on New England. They was up like 21-0, and they still lost the game. It was the last week of the season. They still lost the game because they stopped running the ball, got pass happy. Tom Brady came back. You can't give these dudes life. And That's what happens. So, like I said, if you get a good running game and a decent solid defense, then you could be able to beat them.
Phrase of the week: you gotta stomp the roach.
Gotta stomp the roach. Gotta stomp it and twist his foot.
You gotta stomp the roach.
Make sure you see the guts on it.
You gotta Cisco the roach. You gotta Cisco the roach.
Cisco the roach. But anyway, that's our show for today.
Yeah.
And like I said, we'll take a week off. You know what I'm saying? Because you know we ain't got no game.
We'll be back week 1.
Labor Day.
Labor Day.
Labor Day.
Labor Day.
Yeah.
We're working on Labor Day?
I work on holiday. The way we gotta pick the game. Labor Day, you know.
Yeah, but the game ain't until Thursday.
Right. Well, yeah.
Okay, Labor Day. Okay.
We can do it Tuesday. Either way, Labor Day will be our first show.
All right.
First official show. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have our matchup of the week. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have another Aaron Hernandez award. I'm sure somebody will get it the last week of preseason.
Oh, absolutely.
And then we see if we go there. So love y'all. Peace and love. We out.
Left, side to side. If you wanna do it, then we're gonna do it. Don't be shy. Come on.